Yo dudes! Welcome to Breakfast Burrito. Fantastic, super brekkie to have at the weekends. Perfect for that Sunday brunch.
It's kind of like a celebration breakfast. There's 3 parts to it. There's a beautiful guacamole, there's pan-fried oyster mushrooms with spinach, and then there's an indulgent, decadent beans!
All in a delicious wrap. Here we go.
Beans!
Yes! Okay, so first step, we're gonna make our pan-fried oyster mushrooms. These are with garlic, super, super tasty.
So 2 cloves of garlic, just chop them finely.
Okay, pan on a high heat. I'm adding a little bit of oil, probably something
That's loads.
Probably like 2 tablespoons.
Okay, we got our 2 cloves of garlic, in they go. Again, we're gonna cook this at a high heat. The garlic's gonna go nice and brown and goldeny. We have the beautiful oyster mushrooms.
Woo! Big shout out to oyster mushrooms. I love them, my favorite mushrooms of all. Use any mushroom you want, whether it's button mushroom, flat cap. Oyster I find delicious because it's really meaty, substantial, and I just love it.
So in they go. Chop them loosely, they don't have to be too fine.
Okay, next up, 3 tablespoons of tamari. Big shout out tamari. I love you, I love you. I really do. So tamari is just a wheat-free soy sauce.
It really will go fantastic with the mushrooms. They'll absorb it and add this wonderful, they'll be carriers of that umami flavour. Now we've about 50 grams, a good handful of spinach. We're going to put it in and just let it wilt down nicely.
Wow,
make sure to turn it off, turn the heat off really, because you don't want to cook it too much. You just want it to wilt down.
Oh, I want to melt.
You want to give it a good
right
go.
Down. Okay, so the mushrooms are done. So it literally took kind of 2 minutes at a high heat.
Look how beautiful
spinach is wilted right down. That is banging.
I'm gonna try a little bit. Oh, wow. A lot of
that
flavor.
is a taste sensation.
Yeah, absolutely fab. Time to get our guacamole on. For guacamole, you will need 2 ripe avocados. Ideally, if you can get Hass, they will be more fatty, more creamy, and more luxurious.
Yes!
Make sure they're ripe. Best way of knowing your avocado is ripe is make sure to get the ones with the stickers on them that say ripe, ready to eat.
Oh, good one.
Other top tips, they're known as the buttery pear, so they should feel like butter, nice and soft, no holes in them. Make sure they're relatively firm up the top and make sure that this little stem is still intact.
So what I'll always do is I'll just get stuck in my pan.
The skin, so if you can show that. So if you can score them within skin.
Just be careful of your hands, obviously. And it's just...
Okay, I'm just gonna season this up to stop it going brown. We're gonna add in a bit of acid. We've juice of 1 lime.
Stephen, could I use a lemon instead?
Absolutely, and if you had neither, you could probably use just a little dash of vinegar.
So this is a simple guacamole because this is for a breakfast burrito. If you want a more tastier one, we've got one up here. If you click here, we've shot a guacamole video there a while ago. We've left the garlic and onion out of this purposefully because we don't want it to...
We've got half a teaspoon of salt, in it goes. That'll help break it down and turn it more into cream. We're gonna put in a pinch of black pepper. I'm gonna get a little bit of cumin. We're gonna go with half a teaspoon of cumin. I like cumin. And a little pinch of chili.
I'm gonna go with a good half teaspoon anyway.
Okay, great, there you are.
Chili flakes.
Oh, lovely.
That's a good half teaspoon.
Lovely.
Oh.
Next up, fresh coriander. Again, use it if you're into it. If you're not, leave it out. You could use parsley. Just adds nice contrast, nice freshness, and nice variety. Make sure to use the stalks. Just chop them nice and finely. The stalks will just add a nice contrast of flavor and texture. In it goes. Okay, next step, grab a fork just to mix it through. We want to spread that salt evenly, spread the lime nicely, and just kind of mash through the chili in a little bit. And just to break it down so it's more like a bit of a paste as opposed to segmented chunks of avocado.
So while Steve's doing that, we've got 10 cherry tomatoes. I'm just gonna half them in 2.
Half them into 4.
I'm gonna cut them in half and add them in 2. So you could use, we're just using regular red ones, I think. But if you wanted to use yellow ones or orange ones, that would be fine too.
That's nice, isn't it?
Listen, I'm just giving alternatives. You've said in the comments that you like when we give alternatives, so we're doing our best. And thanks a million for subscribing. If you subscribe to our channel, we really appreciate it. We love shooting these videos. It's a great outlet for us. So
and love all the comments below. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, we love you guys. Thank you. Okay, mushrooms made, guacamole made. Next step, heat the beans. So these are beans which we make ourselves. They're fantastic homemade beans. Click up here if you want to check that video out. Otherwise, tin beans work perfect.
And by tin beans, we mean more like a baked bean.
But these are simple. We did this. These are homemade baked beans in 5 minutes that are really quick and super tasty. Okay, so pretty much the last in the cooking process is we've got a decent pan. That's the biggest, flattest pan that we have, and we're just going to heat up the wraps. And the reason why we do this is it just makes them roll easier, it keeps them together more, and it makes them warm as well, which makes them tastier.
Don't overcook them. If you overcook them, they're going to actually go dry and crispy and they're going to snap. The whole idea is just to soften them. Great, boom. Okay, there we are, number one. Okay, number one, first step, take our guacamole.
Okay, next up we've got our beans. Okay, and finally we have, I think this is the piece de resistance. We've got the pan-fried mushrooms with spinach. Oh, lads, look at that.
Okay, technique of how to roll it. I always start with the edges, pop the edges in, take the middle, bring it over, bring it down, bring it in tight, maintaining the edges in, and then finish her off.
Monsieur Flynn!
Ça c'est excellent.
Are we going to cut it in half?
You can heat it up now if you wanted more, if you want it crispier, or else we can just cut it up and boom, ready to go. Okay, boom. Oh, look at that. Beautiful.
There it is, breakfast burrito.
Very full. 3,
That is, this, if you were served this anywhere, you'd be chuffed. This is class. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Here's to you. Thank you.
Wow. A lot of flavor. Welcome to Downtown Flavorville. That is just banging. Absolutely delicious.
That's really, really good. That's very full flavor.
Wonderful, full flavored, incredibly satisfying weekend breakfast.
Yeah, really recommend it. There you go.
Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Please share with anyone who needs some brekkie inspiration.
And as we said earlier, thank you for subscribing and thank you for watching. Sincerest love. And leave a comment if you do watch this or if you do try this. Cheers.